Breaking news! Connor Bedard is out until the new year with an upper body injury, according to head coach Jeff Blashill. The 20-year-old leads the Blackhawks with 44 points in 31 games this season. No surgery is required at this time, but Bedard's injury will sideline him until after Team Canada's Olympic roster is finalized.
This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Burnham. We start the show with an all-Canadian matchup in the NHL tonight. The Senators are on Winnipeg tonight to take on the Jets, but the timing's not ideal for Ottawa because the Jets' offense might be back, and so is Connor Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck returned on Saturday after missing 12 games due to surgery, and he picked up right where he left off. The defending Vezina Trophy winner stopped 24 shots to help lead the Jets to a 5-1 win over the Capitals. Meanwhile, Ottawa comes off a 3-2 loss to Minnesota on Saturday and are trying to snap a skid of their own. The Sens are 3-7 in their last 10 games and are trying to find some sort of consistency. But it doesn't look like history is on their side tonight because Ottawa have just one win in their last 6 against Hellebuyck. Honestly, it's fun for me when Winnipeg loses, but it's better if they lose when they have Helly in net. You know, it tastes a little sweeter for the other team, so this is just good for hockey. Okay, we're gonna get to Monday Night Football in a second. We should recap some storylines that happened on Sunday. Patrick Mahomes suffered a torn ACL against the Chargers and will be out for the rest of the season. The injury happened during the final drive of Sunday's loss, and the loss also officially eliminated the Chiefs from playoff contention. It's the first time in Mahomes' 8-year career that the Chiefs will miss out on postseason football. And some more awful injury news. Micah Parsons is also believed to have torn an ACL on Sunday. Parsons suffered a non-contact knee injury late in the third quarter. Absolutely horrendous news. I don't care how you feel about Mahomes. That's awful to get that kind of injury. And Micah too, oh my gosh, what was in the air on Sunday? To Monday Night Football now, where 2 AFC teams look to put a bow on a wild Week 15. It's the Dolphins and Steelers. Heading into prime time tonight, the Steelers, after a crucial Week 14 win against the Ravens, own top spot in the division. But Pittsburgh will have to do it without one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. TJ Watt is recovering from surgery after a partially collapsed lung. The Steelers are riding high after a massive win last week, and if they can get the play out of Aaron Rodgers like they did last week with the Steelers, they might be a problem. Rodgers, along with DK Metcalf, both had season highs against Baltimore. Rodgers threw for 284 yards and a touchdown, along with a rushing TD, while Metcalf had a season-high 148 yards on 7 receptions. That was Metcalf's first game with 145 or more yards since Week 4 back in 2022. It will not be easy for the Steelers, though. The Finns have won 4 straight and haven't given up more than 17 points in that span. And as always, you can catch the action right here on TSN. Coverage begins at 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 5:15 Pacific. To the Association, where the Raptors look to halt a 4-game skid against the Heat tonight. One thing going for the Raps, though, is that they are well rested. They have not played since December 9th, where they were knocked out of the NBA Cup by the Knicks. Listen, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Injuries have hurt the Raptors. And RJ Barrett's set to miss action again tonight. Barrett has missed 9 straight games and has not played since November 23rd. And if you look at the Raptors without Barrett this season, it's night and day. Some reinforcements are back for the Raps, though. Emmanuel Quickley and Jamison Battle are expected to return. And with Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram both showing up consistently for Toronto, getting some guys back could be all they need to right the ship. The Heat are also looking to wrap up a 4-game losing skid tonight. So it should be a good one, right? And you can also catch that action right here on TSN. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. It's an off day today for the hopefuls at Canada's training camp. But there are no days off for our guy Mark Masters this time of year. Hey, Mark.
Off day? No such thing, Marissa.
So, Mark, the Canadians are coming off back-to-back quarterfinal losses at the World Juniors. What is the vibe like at camp this year?
Well, I describe it as a focused intensity. In the past, this process has started with a selection camp, all the cuts right away, you name the team, there's a bit of an exhale. This year, the battle for the final few spots is going to extend over a longer period of time, and the focus is just getting the team up and running immediately. So we've seen a couple of long practices, and Canada's going to get a stiff test immediately on Wednesday with their first pre-tournament game against Sweden.
Gavin McKenna had a quiet World Juniors last year, but we have seen players break out in their second tournament. Connor Bedard scored 15 more points in 2023 than he did in 2022. Can we expect the same from McKenna?
Well, that Bedard performance was one for the ages, so I don't think that's a fair expectation for anyone. But McKenna expects to be one of the best players in the tournament. He's on Canada's top line and on the top power play unit, and just talking to him, he's pretty fired up to help Canada get World Junior redemption and also silence some of his draft year doubters.
Mark, my absolute favorite. I'm sure we will catch up a few more times in the future.
You know where to find me, Marissa.
And just a reminder, starting Boxing Day, you can catch all the World Junior action right here on TSN. That's it for me today with Sir Pick and Row 3 Eastern. No Pacific. Have a good one.